Have you ever wondered how deeply intertwined our lives are with oil and gas? Oil and gas are not just commodities or a means to run our vehicles, they're the lifeblood of our modern world. They warm our homes during the harshest winters, cook our meals, and even generate electricity that powers our devices. But their influence stretches beyond our personal lives. Consider the countless industries that heavily rely on these resources. The aviation industry, for one, is virtually grounded without jet fuel. The manufacturing sector, too, leans heavily on oil and gas for operating machinery and producing various goods. Even the pharmaceutical industry uses these resources to create life-saving medications. In essence, oil and gas are the invisible gears turning the wheels of our civilization. They're so woven into the fabric of our daily lives, we often overlook their significance. So let's dive into the fascinating world of oil and gas production and see how it all works. The very first step in oil and gas production is exploration. Let's dive into this exciting world. Picture scientists and geologists, much like detectives, looking for clues that point them towards oil and gas reserves. It's not as simple as digging a hole and hoping you strike gold, or in this case, oil. No, it's a complex and meticulous process that uses the latest scientific advancements and technologies. The exploration process begins with a geological survey. This is an in-depth study of the Earth's surface, examining its rocks, minerals, and even its history. Geologists are looking for certain formations or structures beneath the Earth that might suggest the presence of oil or gas. These structures are often ancient, formed over millions of years by the shifting of the Earth's crust, creating pockets where oil and gas can accumulate. But how do they see what's beneath the ground? Well, that's where seismic testing comes in. Seismic surveys use sound waves to create a detailed map of the layers of rock beneath the Earth's surface. It's much like taking an ultrasound of the Earth. The sound waves travel into the Earth, bounce back, and are recorded by sensors. The data collected is then processed and interpreted, revealing the hidden structures beneath our feet. But even with all these high-tech tools and techniques, finding oil and gas isn't guaranteed. It's a bit like looking for a needle in a haystack, and that haystack is several kilometers deep and hidden beneath solid rock. Yet when the signs are promising and the data looks good, the thrill of potential discovery fuels the exploration team's resolve. This is where the exploration phase ends. But the journey is far from over. Once potential reserves are located, the next phase of production begins: drilling. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's appreciate the intricate dance of science and nature that is the exploration phase, the starting point in our quest for oil and gas. Drilling is a crucial and complex part of the oil and gas production process. Let's delve into the intricacies of unearthing the black gold. A drilling rig is an industrial machine that creates holes in the Earth's subsurface. It's not merely a matter of poking a hole in the ground. This is an intricate ballet of machinery, engineering, and geology. Setting up the rig is the first step. This involves establishing a solid foundation and assembling the tower-like structure that will house the drilling apparatus. Once the rig is set up, the drilling process begins. A drill bit, attached to a string of drill pipes, bores into the earth. The drill bit is a powerful tool that grinds through rock. And as it delves deeper, additional pipes are added to the string, enabling the rig to reach the oil and gas reserves buried thousands of feet below the surface. The drilling mud also plays a vital role. This specially formulated fluid is pumped down the drill pipe and back up the well bore. It cools and lubricates the drill bit, carries rock cuttings to the surface, and maintains the pressure at the bottom of the well to prevent blowouts. Let's not forget about safety. Drilling for oil and gas is a high-risk operation, and safety measures are paramount. There are numerous protocols in place, including regular equipment checks, safety drills, and strict adherence to operational procedures. The aim is to mitigate risks and ensure the safety of the crew, the environment, and the rig itself. Moreover, the drilling process is continuously monitored and adjusted. Engineers use real-time data to make informed decisions about the speed, pressure, and direction of drilling. This allows for precise control and adaptability, critical in the unpredictable world beneath our feet. Drilling is a testament to human ingenuity, a complex dance of machinery and the earth where we coax the black gold from its ancient reservoirs. The process is a blend of brute force and delicate precision, a ballet choreographed in steel and stone. After successful drilling, it's time for extraction. Stay tuned as we delve into the next exciting phase of oil and gas production. Extraction is the phase where oil and gas finally see the light of day. This step, ladies and gentlemen, is where our subterranean treasures make their grand entrance. But it's not as simple as opening a tap and letting it flow. There's a lot more to it. After the drilling phase, the extraction process begins. Think of it like sipping a drink through a straw. The pressure from your mouth draws up the liquid. Similarly, natural pressure from beneath the Earth's surface initially pushes the oil and gas up the wellbore, where it can then be collected. But what happens when the natural pressure declines, which it eventually will? Well, fear not. The oil industry has a few tricks up its sleeve to keep the black gold flowing. One such method is the use of pumps, much like a giant mechanical heart, that help maintain the pressure and keep the oil moving upward. Another technique is known as pressure maintenance. This involves injecting water or gas into the reservoir to maintain the pressure. It's like blowing air into a deflating balloon to keep it inflated. But the extraction process doesn't end there. Once the oil and gas reach the surface, they're often accompanied by water. These three components, oil, gas, and water, need to be separated. This is done using gravity-based separation tanks. The oil, being lighter, floats on top, the water sinks to the bottom, and the gas, being the lightest, rises above the oil. Each of these components is then collected separately. The gas is typically piped off to be processed, the oil is sent for storage, and the water is often re-injected back into the reservoir as part of the pressure maintenance process. And just like that, the extraction process brings the oil and gas from the depths of the earth to the surface, ready for the next step. Once the oil and gas are extracted and separated, it's time for refining. The refining process is where oil and gas are transformed into the products we use every day. When we think of oil and gas, we often picture the raw, unrefined substances pulled from the earth. Yet these raw materials undergo a significant transformation before they reach us, the end consumers. This metamorphosis happens during the refining process, a fascinating journey that requires a blend of science, technology, and engineering. Distillation is the first step in refining. Here, the crude oil is heated until it vaporizes. This vapor then moves into a distillation column where it cools and condenses into different components or fractions. Each fraction corresponds to a different temperature and has a different use. For instance, the heaviest fractions that condense at the bottom of the column become asphalt, while the lighter fractions that condense at the top become gasoline. But that's not all. Some of the fractions, particularly the heavier ones, aren't immediately useful, so they go through a second process known as conversion. Here we either break down the large hydrocarbon molecules into smaller ones or rearrange them to make more valuable products. This is how we get more gasoline or diesel from the same amount of crude oil. Finally, we have the treatment phase. This is where we remove any impurities such as sulfur that might harm our engines or the environment. We also add additives to improve the performance of the end products. And what are these end products, you ask? Well, they're all around you. The gasoline that powers your car, the diesel fueling your city's buses, and even the natural gas heating your home all come from this refining process. But it doesn't stop there. The petrochemicals derived from oil and gas are also used to make a surprising array of everyday items, from plastics and synthetic fibers to detergents and pharmaceuticals. And that's how oil and gas go from being underground resources to crucial parts of our everyday lives. So we've journeyed from exploration to consumption, unraveling the intricate process of oil and gas production. We started with the hunt, the exploration of the Earth's crust, seeking out the hidden treasures of oil and gas deposits. From there, we moved on to the drilling, the act of piercing the earth to access these valuable resources, often referred to as black gold. Then we surfaced these resources in a delicate dance of pressure control and mechanical prowess. This extraction is a testament to human ingenuity and the mastery of the physical world. Yet the journey doesn't end there. We then refine these raw materials, transforming them into the usable products that power our world today. Every step is crucial, each one relying on the last to ensure the safe and efficient delivery of oil and gas. This intricate process is a testament to human innovation and perseverance. Next time you fill up your car or switch on the heating, remember the fascinating journey that oil and gas have taken to reach you.